This is a list of the teams in NBA history that have 3 all-defense team members on the same roster. Okay. So these are the teams that put 3 players on the all-defense team for that season. You see any good teams on that list? You see any championship teams on that list? If you go to the merger, since the merger, 8 teams have had 3 all-defense team members. 6 of them won championships within a year. And in fact, I mean, pretty much the whole list, you know. if you can get 3 players on the all-defense team list, you're pretty much guaranteed, historically, to either win the championship or get close. And if you happen to have a prolific scorer on your roster in addition to 3 all-defense team members, you're probably the greatest team in NBA history. I'm just saying. If we look at some of these teams that didn't win, like for instance the 2013 Grizzlies, that Grizzlies team, as you can see, they lost in the conference finals to the Spurs. That Spurs team that took LeBron's Heat to 7 games. Their leading scorer that year was Rudy Gay, who averaged 17.2 points per game. If they had just simply had one player that could score prolifically, they'd probably win that chip. Same with the early Bulls teams, the early 70s Bulls teams. Well, that's not exactly true. That Bulls team did have Bob Love. Okay. But the thing about that Bulls team, they ran into the 69 win Lakers in 72, you know, with Wilt and Jerry West and Gail Goodrich. Then they ran into prime Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1974. Probably weren't getting past him. And in 1975, that Bulls team should have won the chip and may well have been the best team in the league, certainly the second best team in the league, because that the Golden State team, the Rick Barry Warriors that beat the Bulls, they didn't have many problems in the championship that year, and the Bulls took them to 7 games. Okay? The Celtics, the mid-70s Celtics, almost three-peated. Not only did they almost three-peat, they also won 68 games one season. So I think in 70, they won in 74. They didn't win in 75, then they won in 76. And I believe in 73 or 71, they won 68 games. I bring this up as a response to our good friend Kevin Durant, who, as great as he is at playing the sport, doesn't seem to know much about its history. No, Kevin. Defense wins championships. Literally. It's defense. Defense won you your championships. Defense won you your championships. You're not winning those two chips without Draymond Green. Another player. Jason Williams, who says on a podcast with Stats, Steven Jackson, offense wins championships. We're going to outscore you. And so he poses a question. He says, well, if do you want 5 AIs or do you want 5 Ben Wallaces? And obviously the 5 AIs are going to win that matchup. Okay, you get 5 prolific offensive players, that are bad on defense. And then you get 5 great defensive players that are bad on offense. The offensive players are going to win that matchup. But he's missing the point. The point is, defense is a limited resource. There's not a lot of players in the league that are willing and able to play defense consistently. Okay? That's why when you have one of these guys that can play defense prolifically, it is more impactful to your team. Okay? And I mean, hell, if you have one of these guys that's elite on both sides of the ball, then you're I mean, I've said in a number of videos, having a player that can score 25 points a game and is all defense, you've got about a little bit less than 30% chance of winning the NBA championship by that guy alone. That alone historically gives you about a 1 in 3, 1 in 4 chance of winning the NBA championship. So Kevin is wrong. Katie is wrong. I'll tell you, if he does make the all defense team this year, Phoenix is going to win the chip. They're going to win the chip. By the way, let me address something that I know is going to come up. This year's Denver team. People are going to say, oh, well, Denver didn't have an all-defense team member. Aaron Gordon is likely to make that team this coming season. Okay? Aaron Gordon is known and recognized to be an outstanding defender. The difference in Nikola Jokic's net rating differential went from plus 2.9 without Aaron Gordon to, I believe, plus 6.5 with Aaron Gordon and without Jamal Murray. Okay, and then they added Jamal Murray, and then they had the season that they had. But I mean, if you look at Nikola Jokic's net rating differential, and compare it before and after Aaron Gordon, the difference is tremendous. He's playing alongside someone that can help shut down the other team. Okay? So, defense most definitely wins championships. There's just no other way around it. You have to have a great defender on your roster or you will not win. And that's just pretty much the bottom line. And I'm really surprised that the NBA community is confused about this. Like it. I mean, didn't we just see Phil Jackson win 11 titles with that pretty much, you know, emphasizing defense, you know? You think it was that triangle offense that was winning those titles? I mean, come on now. You know, so, yeah, defense wins championships, literally. And all you have to do is look at this list to understand that. You have to. By the way, that 76ers team, that team had Thibault, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons. Yeah, you know, you just got to get past the semifinals when you have that roster. I get it, you know, with the thing with Ben Simmons, and you know, I've got a video on my Patreon. I've got a video on my deep in my catalog, arguing that the Sixers shouldn't trade Ben Simmons. But I get the thing with Ben Simmons, but you just got to get past the semifinals and the Atlanta Hawks when you have that on your roster. So firing Doc Rivers was the right thing to do, you know. Historically, you just got to do better than that, you know. You just got to do better than that. Defense wins championships, and you know, that's pretty much the bottom line. It is not offense. I get it. You see, there's a difference between impact and who the best player is. Like, and when you say, you know, when you ask the question, who's the best player, you're more or less asking who would win a one-on-one game. You know, but defense, you know, the ability to shut down your man, and to help, you know, team defense. A lot of that doesn't show up in the box score, and it wouldn't show up in a one-on-one game. You know, it is profoundly impactful to an NBA team's fortunes, and it's a limited resource. I think something like only 169 players have ever made the all-defense team. So, yeah, defense wins championships, literally.